Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim fam. You know what? My wife shut that shit down. She basically shut it down. She shut my collecting down. She said from now on, that shit gotta run through her. That shit gotta be budgeted. We have to be on a budget collecting fam. That's where we at on this channel now. Because we went and got our taxes done. And she didn't like the number that they gave her when they actually did, the taxes for the channel. And all the stuff that I bought for the channel, that's calculated too. I had the printouts, the receipts, the listings from Whatnot, eBay, AliExpress, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Ross, Ollie's, DD's Discounts, Walmart, Target. Anywhere that you get receipts, eBay, where you print stuff out, just to, get everything. I had all the stuff added up, grand totaled and every damn thing, and they looked at that total, and everybody just started shaking their damn head in there. Like, man, I don't know what the hell you doing in here. Like, what are you doing? Like, I understand it's a channel, but damn, have you... people in there doing this shaking in their chair. Man, they was shaking. I ain't even say the word right. They were shaking. Not even shaking. They were shaking. They were looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? So my wife said, you're not really a collector anymore. You're a window shopper now. I ain't even mad. She shut that shit down, man. And, she told me, she said, see, it's all that unseen shit that gets you, like all of those Entertainment Earths, Big Bad Toy Stores, Walmart.com, Target.com, like stuff like, eBay and, Whatnot, AliExpress, all those places, right? Stuff that you normally don't pay attention to, right? Because she can't see that stuff. And, as men, we hide shit in cars. You got stuff in your trunk. You hiding stuff in a closet. You sneaking it in. And, dude, and you like, shit, I'm kind of tired of doing this. But that total gave every damn thing away, bro. You can't hide against Uncle Sam. Even Uncle Sam stopped and looked at me like, damn, you a grown-ass man. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, man, grown-ass people spent $8 billion last year on toys. I did my part. I don't even lie to you. Hi, my name is Uncle Tim, and I did my part. And now I got to sit my ass down and be a window shopper for a while. She said, look, all those invisible stores that I can't see, we shutting that shit down for right now. She said, I understand you still got to do the channel. We going Ross, DD's, Ollie's, Walmart, and Target. She said, those are the places that you going. She said, all that other shit, we got to shut it down for right now. She said, these numbers shouldn't be that damn high. And man, I was just sitting there and I was like, man, I was feeling so damn bad because she shut that shit down right in the tax place. People were looking at me, shaking their head, and I'm sitting there like, baby crying, looking at me like, you dumbass. I felt so bad. I was like, you ever see that commercial where it say, you want to get away? And I looked around like, yeah, like I could get away right then and there. Man, this is what I talk to y'all about. This is what I'm talking about, man. Sometimes, man, you don't realize how much you spending. Like I told you before in one video, I said, you spend 99 cents. We don't just say that's $1. Getting a Hot Wheel car. We ain't talking taxes or none of that. We just don't say $1. Just imagine, you buy 20 of them. That's $20 damn. Even if you buy 10 one time, that's $10. If you buy 5, that's $5. Bro, it adds up. You buy a $3.99 toy, you like, damn, $3.99, that's $4. I buy 5, that's $20. That ain't even one action figure. Yeah, it may not be, but it adds up over a period of time. And see, this is how that total came to be what it is. Shit adding up over a period of time. Because she looked through it and said, there's not one smoking gun in here that I could pinpoint that something was just overly expensive. She said, it's just buying stuff over a period of time. She said, the way you switch up on everything. You don't stay in one genre. Like somebody may collect Transformers and they stay with Transformers. Or, they may have another thing they do. Maybe G.I. Joe or something. She said, that ain't you. You go from toy line to toy line. She said, man, by the time you done, it'd be 45 different toy lines in here. You be trying to figure that out. I was just sitting there just shaking my head like, it's not like she wrong. But you know what? As a man, you don't want to hear none of that. You just want to hear like, man, I get it. I understand, man. I was just feeling some kind of way because my feelings were hurt. Because, I was sitting there, my big ass, like, dude, I spent so much money. It just felt like I spent so much. It wasn't super duper expensive, but for what people used to buy stuff for, and how you spend money. Like I said, nobody realized how much stuff costs. And if you budget your total right, you spend $20, $30. That sounds like a lot. That don't even sound like a lot of money. You spend it a week or every 2 weeks. That don't sound like a lot of money, but over a period of time, it all adds up. And this is what I'm talking about. But, when you start hitting eBay and all of those things, man, you can just start seeing stuff that you like and you just start buying it because they sending you best offers on stuff that you really want. And you you looked at it, you be like, this damn thing's $75. I'm not buying. They send you an offer for $35. You're like, oh, if you put it like that, okay, I'm going to buy it. Like, what the hell you going to say? They sent the offer to you for $35. And it was something that you really wanted. And man, that's how I was looking at it, man. I was just sitting there thinking to myself, damn, I don't know how to answer any of this. She was like, damn, we could use that money to go on a trip. We could have went here. We could have went there. And, I'm getting it, man. But, trips, you need to have all that money up front. See, with toys, it's over a period of time. And, I'm not saying that we ain't going to be going anywhere. We will. But, it's just, man, people see you spend that type of money. It gets to be a whole nother thing. People start asking you for money like you just got money hanging at your ass or something, And that's the thing, This is why I say sometimes as collectors, we really don't know what we're putting out there, man. It's real. Dude, it's just worth me saying I become a window shopper now because she made me shut that shit down. She made me see the errors in my way. It's just a long ride home where she just didn't say shit the whole time. And when we got home and she just said, you a window shopper, that I knew exactly what happened. And I knew why. Bro, I was running buck shit, bat shit crazy in here, man. I was. I was in here just in my own life. Living my own way. Just doing my own damn thing. And man, you know what? That did put a smile on my face that somebody said, you need to curb that shit now. You know what? I come to the conclusion I'm not a hoarder anymore. That shit shut down, so I'm not being enabled anymore. Put it like that. And man, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy because she cared enough to tell me to shut that shit down. Because she said, boy, you just going off. She said, man, how much of shit you got in here? Could you even move? She said, well, you don't put the Bowser airship at. Where's that going? Where's this going? And I'm like, I'm trying to break it down. I'm like, well, maybe I'm going to switch out this area right here and put that over there. She's like, I don't know. She was like, and see, this is why she's like, I'm talking about getting the house and you talking about taking a step back. And I'm like, I took a step back because the market wasn't ready for us. And she was like, what you mean by that? I said, hell, everything we bid on, you got somebody bidding $100,000 more than you bidding, and you like, damn, like $100,000? Yeah, we don't need no inspection. And I'm sitting here like, what type of shit is that? Like, I need an inspection. I don't want to get in nowhere where it's not inspected. Bro, look, this is how I look at it. And this is the things that I'm trying to understand. This is what I'm trying to tell people. Life decisions, you got to take those very serious. And it's okay to stop right in the middle of something and turn around and walk the fuck away, because you got to get your bearings. It ain't nobody's business what you don't want to pay 30 years on, but at the end of the day, once I bring it to this channel, we all can discuss it. Like I said, window shopping is not bad. I can take pictures and stuff and we talk about it. Don't be mad at y'all, man. Oh, I sent the giveaway prize out already to the guy that won on the other channel. One thing I don't understand is people don't realize it. Giving shit away in a giveaway, then you paying for the shipping. That's a whole nother thing. I don't know any channel that do that. I'm the only channel that do it. But I'm gonna say it this way. I'm gonna have to chill on the giveaways for a minute. Just shipping on this damn thing costs like $30 damn. I said, damn. Because the box was big. It was a lot of stuff in the box, so that was a good thing. You know, like I said, man, it all goes for a good cause. Gotta make it shine bright. You know, it ain't me complaining. It's just me laughing, man. It's just, you know, I got a lot for us to talk about. And, you know, we got a long way to go, man. And, you know, this is not the end of the collecting journey, but it's just the end of a certain part of it. Which I think at the end of the day, it boils down to something good. So till later, fam. Thank you for watching. Peace out.